Oh.
I wanna run away, wanna make mistakes now. 'Cause I don't wanna stay, wanna live my own life. Wanna feel passion for something or someone that makes my world turn upside down. Wanna give it up for something or someone that's better than this. So don't be too offended, I had to leave. There's nothing in for me, no, I'm not fitting in. I packed my things to go, am I being naive? But it's my choice to make, it's my new rebellious way. Choice to make, it's my new rebellious way.
Tell me, why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long. Tell me, why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long, want you all night, 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 want you all night. Tell me, why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long. Tell me,
Welcome. Let me remove the audio here. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Taekwondo. How are you? It's been a great experience for me. Today I did a 100% total redo of my studio, so it might not be perfect. So if there is a problem, please let me know. I am doing my utmost best to get it started. I do see some people coming in, and first of all, welcome to my dad and Rob, who's also in the house. And I just figured out that I don't have any lower thirds coming your way, so I'll just do that live. Hey, that's the way it goes, right? I was redoing the whole thing, so I'm just gonna do it very quickly. Let me think. Yeah. I do see your comments coming in. Just take care. Just wait for a bit. It's gonna be okay. Yes. Well, there we go. So it's social. We are very social here, and we're gonna do this one, which was the last one that I did roughly a few weeks ago. And then I will also make sure that I have that settled right here. And if everything is fine, then I can see it right now coming in. There you go. Boom. My dad says yes again here. And another person that he's my colleague at work. He says, hey, finally I can see you live. Rob, welcome. Great of you to be here. And Jordan is also in the house. Welcome from Canada, Mr. Jordan himself. And indeed, good question. My dad asks, hey Jordan, is there snow at where you are at this moment? That would be great if you would say that to us. I have a fantastic show lined up for you, and I have to get a little bit more used to it, but I think that this will start the show. I said this would start the show. Yes, and welcome to the show. Welcome to Taekwondo. My name is Petra Verbruggen, as you can see right here down below. Thank you again very much for coming. If you want to support the show, then please go to this website, taekwondo.net, where you can support me with $5, $10, $15, $25, whatever you can afford. That's great. Of course, these kind of things do cost money, especially if you're like me and you want to use the latest and greatest technology for to talk to you. And I have something really awesome to show you. Boom, that's it. This is what I'm doing the show with today, and it is a fantastic product. Let me go like this, then you can see exactly what's going on. This is the Streamdeck by Elgato, and you can actually see that it's actually changing the background, so you can exactly see where you're looking for. So if I go to this one, this is the main shot. This one is this shot right there, and then you have, of course, my favorite shot, which actually shows you how big or not the studio is. And also great of everybody to be here. Indeed, like my dad says, I just ran home from the studio. I had a nice disco classic show today. 2 hours of great music. Really loving it. The only thing is that it's from 6 to 8, and it's like 8 o'clock at this moment. So actually, I was on the radio like 5 minutes ago, and I'm here already. So there's something fishy going on, right? Woohoo, says Kathleen. New gear indeed. And Jordan says, I thought she stopped with the radio. Well, that's not exactly true. So the way it is, Jordan, is that I have been doing the radio show that I currently do for 20 years, and in all fairness, after 20 years, you may want to do something else. And I can actually think about a lot of different things, but I want to just sit down, relax for a few months, and figure out what I really, really want, and then do something new. I mean, after 20 years, doing something new is, I think, always very good to, for your mindset, etc., etc. My dad says that I promised this gadget to be his. Well, I don't know. I do like it, but I have to also admit that it's, a little bit interesting seeing how it works, if it's really a thing for me. Kathleen says, so she's just getting it ready for you. Well, again, I don't know if it's coming, if I want to have this or not. And by the way, also welcome to Jason. Really cool to be that you're here. By the way, do you like this one, this lower third? I have to admit, I do like it a lot. So I might be tempted to use a variant of this one moving forward. Anyways. Meow. That was my cat Kermit. So let's talk about the Elgato because this is why you're here, right? So this is an Elgato. It has 15 different buttons, and those buttons are all backlit with a nice OLED display or LED display. I don't know what it is. But it's really, really powerful. You can actually see, like I said, that it's updating every time. But there's also more to see. So you can also use it with changing the colors. So for instance, this audio is turned red. For you, it's orange, I know, but this is red. But if I click on it, you will hear that my audio is dropped fully. Let's. And I'm talking, and I'm back. So that is really a great way of doing things, and making sure that you have a cough button if you have to cough or you have to yell at Kermit sometimes. Then it's great that you don't have to do that live on camera. But you can also use it to go to, for instance, this display right here, which is my Surface, or I can go full screen, or I can go to this screen where you see all your comments. By the way, I have a problem today with YouTube, so if you are on YouTube, somehow I'm not able to connect to that, but I am checking it out as well. Kathleen says, I get that, Petra. I am toying with the idea of keeping 24x keys for my laptop streams instead of selling it. Are you just saying that you're also wanting to buy this thing? Because that makes a little bit sense. But on the other hand, it is... I don't know how to think about it at this moment. I do like it a lot. It's a very nice product, definitely. It has a lot of potential, and you can actually have multiple banks. So if I click on this, you actually see 4 live view streams going here, right there. Of course, we will be talking a lot about live view in a minute, in the future. So, but if I click on this, you'll see that I'm going to the live view screen right there. And if I go back to this screen, let me go back to this screen right there. You can also see that I have 4 different channels here. And I also have the lower third that I just showed you a few minutes ago, which I can just show you like this, but I can also stop it right there. But I also can do some kind of other stuff. Like if I do this, let me remove all my browsers on this screen right here, like so. And then go to my screen, this one. So now you don't see anything, but if I press 3 buttons very fast, and I'm going to show it one more time that these are the buttons, 1, 2, 3, this one, and this one. If I click on these 3 very quickly after each other, then watch what happens. This is really one of the major benefits of this product. So let me go to this screen, and then boom, boom, boom. So now it is opening up the vMix Social right here, so I can actually see your comments. It directly went to TechCondo so that I can start a show, and it also went to the YouTube part as well, which is, I think, absolutely great that that's possible. I really like that as well. My dad says, I'm using it directly for my Logic Pro 10 workstation and video work. It's a real time saver, I think, yeah. And Kathleen says, no, I got the 80 keys from the studio, so I may keep the 24 for the laptop stream. Oh, I gotcha. I didn't realize that you had actually the 24 keys as well. I still have the 60 keys, and the thing with these kinds of products is that you want to figure out if this is easier or less than you need. And if you look back on the screen, let me go back to this part right here. So this is mostly about everything I need. So I can record right here, I can stream. If I click on the stream button, it will turn blue again, but then of course the stream will fail as well. Here you have the start of the show, you have the timer of the show, and here you have basically all the cameras that I have. If I go to this slide, here you have the 4 live view channels that I can show. Here you have the 3 web browsers that I used just a minute ago to show, and these are the lower thirds and a overrule button right there. Basically, I think that this is enough for the whole show that I have. So I am not 100% sure which is the best that I can use. Yes, that is a bank switch that I just showed you a few minutes ago, a few seconds ago. Right, so that is what I just showed. I think it's a great product. The only thing that I'm a little bit worried about is that because you have multiple banks, is that normally I am watching the camera and I just know which button to click. So for instance, I think that if I click this one, I get that one, which is perfectly fine. But if I go to another bank and I don't know about it, you get a little bit of an awkward thing like this. So that is a little bit of a tricky thing, and that was on purpose, by the way, just to show you that that can happen. So that's a little bit of a thing, and that's maybe the reason why I might want to go back to the X keys. But it is a fantastic product, and I'm going to show you how to use it. So first of all, there is an application which I can show you right here. So this is the application that you can use. This is it's from Elgato Streamdeck. This is the icon that you get, and the first thing that you need to do is that you have to create your profile, and that profile is connected to the software that you are using. And oh, that was not what I wanted. That's also not what I wanted. Okay, well, let's go back to this screen then. And here you have all those buttons that I already have arranged. And if you click on this one, you go into this screen, and here you can, for instance, add an additional product. So if I do like this, and I say a shortcut, you can just swipe it in like so, and then you can give it another icon if you want. You can give it a name, blah, and then it will show it automatically also on the Stream Deck. So if I go back to the Stream Deck, you can actually see it right in down there that it will change to the blah part. So that is what we just did. And but you can also in vMix. Now I have to do this quickly. You can also vMix add a shortcut to that button. So let me give you some time to get there. Then say shortcuts. These are all the shortcuts that I did today. I'm going to add one here, and you'll see on the right hand side that I'm actually using it. So I say find, and I'm going to press and hold this button, and then you have the down or up. So I want to the down button. So that is what you just add. So this is a number that it just created. And I'm going to give it a function like, for instance, I don't know, fade from the preview. That's great. So that is that. And I'm going to say blah because I'm going to remove it. And I'm going to change the display to thumbnail. And watch what happens. If I do that and I say OK, boom. It just changed the background of blah to that product. And if I then say OK, then if I click on blah, then you see this happening. And if I click blah again, then that happens, which is perfectly great from my perspective. And that is how you can do it very, very, very quickly. So let's use this opportunity to check if there are some questions or remarks in the meantime. How is it connected to the board? Rob says. Well, Rob, this is a USB product, so it's connected to a PC. So I am using a PC and not a hardware switcher for the show, and it's really a fantastic product from my perspective, and it's just USB, and it's just fully supported with Windows, and it's also supported by Mac. It comes with like 5 or 6 different applications, mostly gaming applications like Streamlabs and OBS, Streamlabs, that kind of stuff. But you can, if your software has the API built in, you can also use some additional installation for plugins, which you can just do within the application without any problems. So yes, it's a one USB slot, like my dad says. Jason says, Nerd or Die released on an icon pack for the Stream Deck. Okay, that's really awesome. Unfortunately, I think that I cannot show it to you, but oh yeah, I can actually. Let's show it right here. There you go. Nerd or Die key icons. That is also available here on that Stream Deck right there. Let's say cancel. So yes, indeed, it's nice. And by the way, also welcome to James Martin. Great of you to be here on this show. I hope that you really like this product, because I am quite impressed by this. Again, I'm a little bit worried that it's a little bit too high tech for big shows, especially if I have an event that I really need more keys, and then I will definitely go to my X keys. But I am really thinking about making using this product for this show, because like I said, it is really a perfect fit. And again, you can give it some cool backgrounds, but you can also just now hear me, and now you can hear me again. So it is really a fantastic product. By the way, if you want to do that, what I just did, then you have to go to activators. And while I'm here, I'll just show that as well, because hey, we can. So let's go into this and go into the settings again, and show how that works. A little bit less infinity loop here. Go to activators, and there you have like a default. If you do a default, that's just that button has the color, well, dark blue in this case. And the same button, you can stop the input audio right here. So it will automatically shut down that audio and turn red, which is, it's the other way around, sorry. But that is a really fantastic way of doing things, and it's really easy. And the same thing goes also for the stream and the record, which is roughly the same. If I press record, you can actually see down below here that it will start recording. Let's do that. So boom, it's just started recording this part of the show, and then I just say stop, and it just stops like so, which is Fantastic. That is possible. That is really something that I'm really happy with. That is possible, and it's very easy. You can do the same thing with the colors with the X keys. The only thing what the X key cannot do is show the background. And I think, and this is a think, I don't know if it's the case, but having the possibility to also go into this and start a web browser in separate application. I don't know if that is also possible with the X keys. That is something that I just really don't know. So let me see if there is any questions about this product. By the way, next week we will be talking about the live view system that I have, the one that you actually see on on the system here at the top level. These are all channels that I'm currently using, and it will change if I talk a little bit longer, so you'll see that those channels are really active and working. And I have something to say. No, it's not a solo. So that is what we're going to talk about next week. And I will also try this Streamdeck for a couple of weeks, and maybe my dad is in luck that he can get this product, or otherwise I will start using it at least for my show. Again, for bigger productions where you have multiple buttons, I will definitely recommend the X keys in combination with vMix or other tools that you have. One last comment, or a few last comments. Kathleen says, looks like you're having fun with that. I am actually having a lot of fun with this as well. So I don't know. I really don't know what I'm going to do. That's it for today. It's a very short show. I know that. I also want to try to keep these shows less than 30 minutes, just to let you have a very quick added value. And again, next week is going to be about the live view, and I think, to be quite honest, it's going to be a longer show than 20 minutes because we have a lot to talk about. What's the difference between the live view solo and the more broadcast quality live views? What is the difference in portals? What's the difference? What is at-home production? What is precision timing? That kind of stuff. That's all what we're going to talk about next time. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate each and everybody of you. Again, Kathleen, my dad, Jason, James, Rob, Jordan, really appreciate Jason. I thought that I already told that name. Really appreciate you being live on Facebook, on YouTube. Again, I didn't, I could not catch your comments live, so I'm gonna check it out right now. If there are some last comments, so that I can take care of those. Just give me a few seconds to go to my channel and to check that out, because I also wanted to say hi to you guys. No, that's fine. I'm gonna check what's happening, why I don't have the YouTube comments right now. Something is fishy. I changed the YouTube settings, and somehow after that it didn't come back. That's it for now. Thank you very much for watching, and see you on the next one. Bye.